we welcome you to Brooklyn, Arkansas. Live inside Bearcat Arena, Suncom Media proudly presents the 18th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic. The best of the best in the Northeast, all under one roof, and that is a Bearcat roof. Hello, everyone. Alex Gallion. Join alongside me today is my broadcast colleague, Ethan Murphy. Ethan, it's good to be back here. Third year in a row that I've had the pleasure to be able to call these games for the Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic. So really kind of just talk about just how important it is as a senior to be able to play in this game.
As you mentioned, it is the best under one roof. The Northeast is a really, really strong region of Arkansas for girls basketball especially, and you're going to be able to see that tonight. You know, you got a lot of athletes here tonight, multiple from each division, 1A through 6A, so you got a lot of competition, you know, a lot that these players are going to try to prove, you know, a lot of college commits as well, you know, just a lot of talent on the floor.
Yeah, and we've got some awesome coaches today as well, so some fantastic coaches that will be coaching both the girls and the boys game today. The boys game will be later after the girls game, but this girls game, it ought to be fun. We're going to take a small break here on Suncom Media. When we come back, me and Ethan will talk about both teams, the white and the blue team.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
Back inside Bearcat Arena on the campus of Brooklyn High School. It's the 18th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic. It's going to be the girls' all-star game. First, Ethan, let's talk about the white team led by Coach Kevin Frisbee of the Nettleton Lady Raiders. Talk to me kind of your initial thoughts on this white team.
A lot of state-bound teams from the previous season, you know, a lot of players that are very experienced on this floor as well. You know, you have West Side, obviously Brooklyn, GCT. Those three teams, you know, played on this floor a lot this season, so they're probably pretty comfortable. Especially I'd like to point out those GCT girls, JC Edrington and Maya Butler. There's also Westland Burnside on the blue team, but these three girls, you know, they just came from Banco ZK in March. They unfortunately lost the 5A state title against Farmington, but some very experienced players. Maya Butler currently committed to Harding University to join players alongside Corey Sanders. You know, head coach Kevin Frisbee coaches at Nettleton now, but used to be a former Bearcat coach on the football team, so probably also pretty comfortable with this floor as well.
You know, and you talk a little bit about Berkeley Brewer. We saw her at the Queens of the Hardwood just about a week ago here on Suncom Media. Well, she returns today. Her really going to be the last time she plays basketball, but it's going to be here at her home that she's played basketball all, her entire 4 years in high school, playing at the senior varsity level. It's all been here at Bearcat Arena. So I bet, I wonder how she feels that the fact that one of her last games ever is going to be here at her home.
Not just her, but Evan Paulsgrove also here. You know, a lot of athletes on these rosters from the Queens of the Hardwood as well. Double sport athletes, a lot of them. Takes a lot of commitment, a lot of strength to be able to do that.
You know, we talk about another Bearcat basketball player, Macy Slater, who got injured during the season. She's not playing tonight, but she is getting the chance to be on the be courtside with Coach Kevin Frisbee and to be able to be an assistant coach for this senior classic. She doesn't get to play, but at least she gets to participate in some form or fashion.
And she also, gets to be on the team that is coaching some of the players that played in the game where she got injured. That was the NEA tournament finals on the floor of First National Bank Arena just down the road on A-State's campus. But I'm sure, it's a reunion, but also like Queens of the Hardwood, it's also a big rivalry. All of these players know each other. They all have something to prove, and I'm sure they're going to show it tonight.
Well, we're going to take another small break. When we return, me and Ethan will talk about the girls' blue team led by Coach Colton Fraser right here on Suncom Media.
Thank you to our Glen Sane family. Thank you for letting us into your home and be a part of your home. Thank you for always taking us on those Sunday drives. Thank you for taking us along for practice and for letting us learn from the best. Thank you for the countless stories we made together. Thank you for trusting Glen Sane for 70 years.
At Gateway Tire, we go the distance.
Think you have a brake problem? Do you hear a grinding or squeaking noise? Or does your steering wheel shake and shimmy when you apply the brakes? Worse, your vehicle doesn't stop when you need it to? If so, Gateway Tire will do a complete brake inspection at no charge, as in free. And if you do need brake service, you'll get $20 off per axle.
At Gateway Tire, we go the distance for you.
We welcome you back to Bearcat Arena, the home of the 18th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic. Alex Gallion joined alongside me, of course, is Ethan Murphy. Ethan, let's talk about the girls' blue all-star team for today, led by Coach Colton Fraser of the Mark Tree Lady Indians. What can you tell us about this blue team here, Ethan?
Head Coach Fraser, a very experienced coach over at Mark Tree, has two of his players on his team, Ziona Anderson and Journey Versie. Whenever we got to cover that 1A3 district championship, those were two players that really, impressed me a lot. They're both committed to go play at Williams Baptist University in Walnut Ridge. You also have these two Riverside girls, Brooklyn Berry and Claire Womack.
Yeah, we saw a lot of them this year.
They're currently in the midst of a softball season, and Claire Womack actually going to be going to college for softball at the University of Texas at Arlington. You've also got Evan Paulsgrove. We saw her at Queens of the Hardwood, as you mentioned, but
all-state, all-conference player.
She's committed to Frontier Community College in Illinois for volleyball. So, a lot of double and triple sport athletes on the floor. Like I've mentioned, these are very experienced players. They know what to expect. We mentioned it last time. This maybe isn't the most high-stakes game. It's not a state championship, but it is something where you want those bragging rights. You need something, you need to have something to prove, especially when all these players know each other incredibly well.
Well, and I mentioned it at the top of the air here. I talked about a little bit about the fact that how important this is. Even if you're not going to even if you're not going to college to play sports or even do go to college for educational reasons, it's an honor to even be able to play in this prestigious all-star game that's going to be here at Brooklyn today. We talked a little bit about GCT. Burnside is going to be on the blue team when you got Butler and JC Eldering as well on the other team. The fact that GCT getting to host state, the 5A state tournament, they had that awesome run. Ended up running into Farmington in the state championship. That was going to be a tough game regardless. Farmington's one of the best teams in the state of Arkansas for girls basketball this year. So for them, I wonder how they feel. They're not getting to play their final game most likely. For some of these athletes, the GCT girls are not getting to play their final game at Eagle Arena, but they are getting to play a little close to home here at Bearcat Arena.
Yeah, and Brooklyn and GCT, they played each other 3 times this season. Even though they're not in the same classification, they also, know each other very well. Evan Paulsgrove mentioned her already, but she's a player that you never know with her. I've seen her drop 38 in a regional game and also at the beginning of the season against the Riverside Lady Rebels on this very floor, have a game-winning free throw. So she's a very experienced player. Everybody on the floor, really. It's going to be one to watch for sure.
And you got two really talented coaches, with Coach Frisbee and Coach Frazier. So I'm really interested to see on how their coaching styles will clash in this game today. But we're going to take another small break live here on Suncom Media. It is the girls Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic here on Suncom Media.
Hackmail Supercenter is your Yes We Do That store. Hackmail, Tim, what's that all about?
That's right, Trey. Hackmail can scan that, copy that, shred that, return that, design that, cut that, print that, pack that, ship that, crate that, freight that, notarize that. Trey, at Hackmail, we can do all that and more.
Hackmail Supercenter, the Yes We Do That store. 361 Southwest Drive at Jonesboro. Don't trust just anybody to do all that. Trust Hackmail.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare. Solutions for your home healthcare needs.
We welcome you back to Bearcat Arena for the 18th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic presented to you by Suncom Media. Ethan, this is going to be a fun game. We've got an awesome girls all-star game here about to come up, and then we've got an awesome boys game as well. So just excited to be here. Ethan, thoughts going into this awesome girls game we've got coming up?
There's, a lot of great athletes, a lot of experienced players, a lot of players that have played on this floor that know each other. A lot of these teams from the Jonesboro area, even if they're not in the same division, not in the same conference, they're used to each other. They're used to seeing each other around, knowing what to expect from each other. But when you kind of rip a specific player out of the usual lineup that they participate in, you never know what might happen whenever you have these kind of dream matchups that you never thought you'd see. But, we're going to see both teams fight hard, I'm sure. I think both teams are going to come in very competitive, ready to play.
This is Brooklyn High School's second time hosting the Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic. They hosted it 2 years ago here at Brooklyn, last year at Valley View, now back here at Bearcat Arena. So we are going to take another small break here on Suncom Media right before we get to the tip-off of the 18th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic.
High school hoops in Arkansas has a long list of legends that everyone knows. Names like Sidney Moncrief, Corliss Williamson, and Joe Johnson. What if I told you there were high school legends that have been forgotten? Legacies erased from history when their schools were lost to consolidation. Names like Ricky Norton, Scotty Pierce, the Morrow Brothers, and countless others. For years, I've tried to figure out a way to keep these legends in their schools from fading away and becoming nothing more than just a name in a historical book. I wanted the younger generations to hear about the untold stories and forgotten accomplishments from these legends of the small schools around the state of Arkansas. Schools that barely got their scores in the newspaper and only got mentioned on local sportscasts if they happened to win a state championship. Schools like Biggers Reno, Oil Trough, and Parkdale. Cam Productions presents the Final Jump Shot podcast, available now on your favorite podcast provider.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be a part of the Central team.
Thank you to our Glensane family. Thank you for letting us into your home and be a part of your home. Thank you for always taking us on those Sunday drives. Thank you for taking us along for practice and for letting us learn from the best. Thank you for the countless stories we made together. Thank you for trusting Glensane for 70 years.
At Gateway Tire, we go the distance.
Think you have a brake problem? Do you hear a grinding or squeaking noise? Or does your steering wheel shake and shimmy when you apply the brakes? Worse, your vehicle doesn't stop when you need it to? If so, Gateway Tire will do a complete brake inspection at no charge, as in free. And if you do need brake service, you'll get $20 off per axle.
At Gateway Tire, we go the distance for you.
Pac-Bell Super Supercenter is your Yes We Do That store. Hackmail Tip, what's that all about?
That's right, Trey. Packmail can scan that, copy that, shred that, return that, design that, cut that, print that, pack that, ship that, crate that, freight that, notarize that. Trey, at Packmail, we can do all that and more.
Hackmail Supercenter, the Yes We Do That store. 361 Southwest Drive at Jonesboro. Don't trust just anybody to do all that. Trust Packmail.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare. Solutions for your home healthcare needs.
High school hoops in Arkansas has a long list of legends that everyone knows. Names like Sidney Moncrief, Corliss Williamson, and Joe Johnson. What if I told you there were high school legends that have been forgotten? Legacies erased from history when their schools were lost to consolidation. Names like Ricky Norton, Scotty Pierce, the Morrow Brothers, and countless others. For years, I've tried to figure out a way to keep these legends in their schools from fading away and becoming nothing more than just a name in a historical book. I wanted the younger generations to hear about the untold stories and forgotten accomplishments from these legends of the small schools around the state of Arkansas. Schools that barely got their scores in the newspaper and only got mentioned on local sportscasts if they happened to win a state championship. Schools like Biggers Reno, Oil Trough, and Parkdale. Cam Productions presents the Final Jump Shot podcast, available now on your favorite podcast provider.
And we welcome you back to Brooklyn High School here at Bearcat Arena. Ethan, let's hear the starting fives for this girls' all-star game.
For the white team, we have number 2 of Nettleton, Jessica Collins. Number 3 of Valley View, Alana Orsby. Number 4 of Rivercrest, Destiny Burks. Number 25 of GCT, JC Edrington. And number 35 of GCT, Maya Butler, coached by Kevin Frisbee of Nettleton. And for the blue team, we have number 1, Evan Paulsgrove of Brooklyn. Number 5, Kyla Harston of EPC. Number 12 of Riverside, Brooklyn Berry. Number 15 of Mark Tree, Journey Versey. And number 30 of Truman, Chelsea Jones. And they're going to be coached by Colton Frazier of Mark Tree.
Sun Senior Classic, 4 quarters, 10 minutes each quarter. Overtime periods will last 4 minutes if we reach into an overtime. Each player will play 5 minutes in each of the first 3 quarters, 5 in, 5 out at the 5-minute mark of each quarter. Coaches can substitute at their discretion in the 4th quarter and overtime. Players will get 6 fouls, and normal high school rules apply in all other situations according to the Arkansas Activity Association.
Up for tip, we're going to see Harston and Butler.
Butler's known for her opening tip-off. Ought to be a fun one here. And Butler will win the opening tip-off for the White All-Stars here. Look at Butler inside. Already trying to use her pressure down there.
The blue team knows they're going to have to attack the offense of Maya Butler. They had 2 defenders put on her. A nice move by the blue team.
Yeah, Butler was a dominant 5A East player all season long, all conference, all state, and a state championship runner-up as well for the Lady Golden Eagles. Nice drive inside, tough defense, but she's able to get the tough finish there. Great job from the Truman Lady Wildcat, Chelsea Jones. Solid defense from the blue team so far. Try to dump that one off the Butler. She draws contact, though.
We saw it again. 2 defenders put on Butler. They knew who was going to get that point if they weren't there.
So 2 free throws coming up here for Maya Butler. First free throws of the game. This is the first, but able to connect on that second free throw. So a 2-1 lead here so far for the blue team. Evan lost control of it. Nice pickup that time. Everton will take it all the way. Right hand is good off the back glass that time, Ethan.
Edrington, you can really see that chemistry between her and Butler on the floor already. Even though it's just two GCT players, they're used to each other, and they're ready.
Yeah, some strong defense on Evan Paulsgrove so far. She'll look to drive baseline, trying to use some pressure, get inside, nice bucket.
I mentioned it earlier, but Evan Paulsgrove, she has been a dominant force for seasons now for the Brooklyn Lady Bearcats.
Yes, she has. Will definitely go down in this school's history. Trying to drive inside, tough hook. Shot with the right hand will not fall. Nice dish inside to Butler. Butler gets it with ease.
They didn't have a lockdown defense on her that time, and they paid for it.
Butler will punish them every time, letting her do that. Oh, lost control of it again. The White All-Stars have it again here. Up court, left wing, shot coming up, shot is off. Rebound that time from Hardson of EPC. Paulsgrove with the handles, trying to get the Euro, will lose control again. Tough finish at the rim there. Not able to get that one to go either. You've got to retie the shoe here, Ethan.
We've seen some good defense from the blue team thus far. They've really locked it down.
Mm-hmm. As the game really just got underway, but the blue team's defense has been really solid so far, like you mentioned. I mean, Evan trying to slow it down a little bit here. We'll look to drive. We'll create a little room over Butler that time, and a strong finish from Jones again.
Going to be her second time driving down the lane, able to get past everyone on the white team.
A screen top of the key. We'll look to take it with the right hand. Will miss. It's off from Collins. Paulsgrove will pop it on the wing. Shot will miss off the side of the rim.
Maya Butler, that rebounding ability.
An absolute
She's got
anchor.
a big height advantage.
An absolute anchor down in the post. Nice jump shot will miss that time. Paulsgrove will take it down, trying to use some more speed. We'll try to get inside over Butler. Strong finish, not able to get it. Collins will take it now. Can she create room? Strong contact.
That was very rough contact.
Yeah, so it's Barry that's going to pick up the foul there. Free throws coming up here for Collins. You know, Collins got to play under Coach Kevin Frisbee.
Dominant force that I've seen at least a few times this season, just really able to push through, even in a contested shot, able to put it up for an easy bucket.
That Nettleton basketball program, boys and girls, is always good, always strong. So we got a tie ball game here inside Bearcat Arena, 6-6 to score. Almost the first 5 minutes in here. She wanted to shoot it. We'll look to drive.
Chelsea Jones, an underrated player on the floor so far. Truman, they didn't even make it past districts, but she has really shown up today.
Ball's poked out that time. Blue's going to keep it here. Some solid defense, though, from Destiny Burks from Rivercrest. Nice kick out, top of the key, three-point shot for the blue team is good, and it's good from Brooklyn Berry. Saw a lot of Berry here on Suncom Media this year.
Don't underestimate them. Even though they're a 2A school, they have very solid athletic programs over there.
Trying to go around the screen there. Top of the key three-point shot for the White All-Stars, no good. Nice rebound that time from Barry. Barry slips. And almost able to get the, but to fight for it, Butler got a hold of it.
One of the officials almost called a foul on it, but
They steal it right back. Will take it with the right hand, and that one's good from Jones. Jones will score once again, her third basket.
she's been there every single time, able to drive.
We are at the substitution mark, so we're going to have a whole new group come in from both squads. And I have Izzy Wolf passing in for the White All-Stars. She'll get into Addie Montgomery, her teammate.
And this is also something different about this game compared to regular season games. You never see a full 5 lineup switch unless it's, during a timeout or something. But, the tide of this game could really shift depending who's on the floor.
You got to be basically going in every 5 minutes. Take it herself, tries to get that one off the back glass, will be no good. Wolf got the offensive rebound, lost control of it. Daniels takes it up for Jonesboro.
The only 6A athlete here today.
Trying to take it herself, try to go baseline with it. Burnside draws contact.
That foul's going to be charged to Olivia Compton of Maynard.
Burnside another all-conference and I believe another all-state player on this all-star game today.
I believe all 3 of those GCT players are. They were a really strong group this year.
They were. They're definitely the second best team in 5A all year. Them hosting state helped them out a lot this year. Getting to play in Banco ZK as well. (13-12) is the score here. Blues still with the lead. Montgomery with the hop step. We'll miss that one. A rebound is good that time from Davis of Newport. She got handles, lost control of it though, and we'll go back to the White All-Stars here, Ethan.
That play was all Zion Anderson. Probably also feeling pretty comfortable. Got her hometown coach with her.
Yes. Wolf will have it over here on the right wing. She'll look to drive. We'll try to. Ooh, nice. Using her pivot foot. Not able to get the bucket to go, though. Kick out Berkeley Brewer. Top of the key will miss off the front iron.
Good hustle play from Wolf that time.
Yeah.
Able to get her own O-board.
And she had a good spot there, just not able to connect with it. Burnside will miss. And we'll go back to the White All-Stars.
Seen a lot of turnovers in this early game so far.
And it still feels like defensively Blues got White's number so far. Ball will end up going out of bounds. White All-Stars will keep the basketball here. Wolf with the pass in. Compton trying to back down. She's got to pass it. She's got to find a teammate. We'll find Berkeley Brewer. She'll swing it over to the left wing. About 5 seconds on the shot clock. We'll get it over to Izzy Wolf. Wolf will spin. Wolf lost control. Daniels got it now. Daniels will take it. Nice bounce pass. Inside for the and one for the Blue All-Stars.
That was a nice move between Daniels and Anderson. Able to know exactly where to find her. It was just a solid play all around.
Yeah, that was great court vision that time. Anderson with a strong and one. Not able. Oh, Daniels gets the rebound. So ends up getting more points out of it. What a play from Daniels, man. Compton lost control. Brewers got it back. Compton almost lost it again. Keeping the pivot foot will take the mid-range jumper from the free throw line and will miss, so the Blue All-Stars will take the ball back.
The blue team, they're really starting to run away with it. An 11-point deficit already in the first.
With still plenty time left to go here. Burnside left wing will miss that one. A little bit too far to the left that time. Montgomery will take it down. Montgomery thought about popping it. We'll sing it over to Berkeley Brewer. Brewer back to Montgomery. Montgomery will drive. Kind of a tough shot there over two defenders. Montgomery with a nice finish at the rim there. Step back, top of the key, bang!
I mentioned it earlier, but during that 1A3 district championship, she really impressed me, and she's back at it again tonight.
Yeah, huge three-pointer. Compton, top of the key. We'll swing it over to Wolf in the corner. Corner three is no good. Wolf almost getting her own rebound, though. Daniels will get it.
Nice move there from Daniels to tip it.
Long kick out, Burnside, corner three for the Blue All-Stars is good. Compton now will try to get it over to Izzy Wolf. Be another turnover on the White All-Stars. Corner three coming up for the Blue All-Stars. That one is off that time from Davis of Newport. Quick pass. That one will go out of bounds. Intended for, I believe that was a Hartson of EPC. Burnside once again with the three-point shot, gets her own rebound back. Will try to get inside, gets another offensive rebound, and will finish that time.
Third time going to be the charm for Burnside.
5 seconds. Montgomery, strong finish at the rim that time. Got about a second. Daniels cannot get it off in time, so that will, in the first quarter, the Blue All-Stars lead the White All-Stars 25-10 here on Suncom Media.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
We welcome you back to Brooklyn High School here on the here inside Bearcat Arena for the 18th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic. Going into the second quarter of the girls All-Star game is the blue team 25 to the white team 10. So far, Ethan, feels like the blue team defensively have just got white's number completely. Defensively, it's not even been close.
Not even defensively, but just offensively. The chemistry we've seen between players like Daniels and Anderson, there's just been a lot, showcasing their talents and their abilities.
Ready to start the second quarter here. 10 minutes back on the clock here.
The white team is really going to have to pick it up, though.
Yes, they are.
And find a way to get past the blue team's defense.
Barry will have the basketball here. Cosgrove with the spin, trying to get inside, will kick out. Nice mid-range jumper will be off that time. Looking to drive, not a whole lot of room, and gets the shot over a defender that time. Great finish at the rim that time from Ellington. Cosgrove spins, lost control once again. Looking to finish strong with the right hand, and it's good finish.
A good finish by Orsby, but that was all set up by Cullen's defensive effort. Able to rip it away from Paulsgrove.
Orsby, though, great strive to finish at the rim that time. Oh, she almost got another hand on it just then. We'll pop the tray ball. That one's off that time from Jones.
Too far right. You could tell she knew it wasn't going to go in, you know, shaking her head right as she shot it.
Top of the key, three-point shot for the White All-Stars, and finally able to get a great shot to hit that time, and it was Burks of Rivercrest to get that one. From way downtown. Oh, wow. Doesn't get much better than that from Barry, man.
Barry, a player that got MVP in the NEA tournament in December.
She just got to steal that time. Hits the three-point shot and gets back on defense like it's nothing. Barry wanted to hand it off to Jones that time.
Even though Blue still leads by a significant margin, you know, you can really tell that White's starting to pick up the pace a little bit, starting to tighten things up defensively and offensively.
For sure. Inside for Barry. Kick out. Jones with it. Jones from Truman. She'll cross over with it. Keeping that foot planted. Pausgrove now will look to drive. Some contact underneath the goal. And the White All-Stars will come up with it. Collins lost control.
Went off the foot of Jones. She just wasn't looking at the ground and dribbled off of her heel that time.
It'll come back to the Blue All-Stars. Pausgrove passes it in. Ooh, Butler, great defense. Ends up stepping out of bounds, so will cause the turnover for her team.
This could be the White team's time. You know, we've seen a few turnovers against Blue, so we could see them start to pick it up. They're just going to have to knock down some shots.
Yeah, they got to get a good strive here. Still anyone's game, and a turnover from the White All-Stars. Blue will have it back here, and it's Versey with it. Swing it over. Jones for three, and it's good. Chelsea Jones with a huge three. White All-Stars back with it. Collins lost control. Pausgrove almost gets a hand on it. Will stay with the White All-Stars. Butler will get it in. Way downtown, Ethan.
Orsby has really been a good role player so far. Hasn't really been able to knock down her own shots, but has been able to get a lot of good looks, able to get a lot of good passes to her teammates, and defensively has been all over the place.
And she's very athletic, as you could tell. Great player for Valley View all season long. Right wing three-point shot, no good. They're able to get an offensive rebound and a strong finish at the rim for Chelsea Jones.
She's going to have 11 points already this game.
Wow, way downtown. Left wing will miss. Butler will get the offensive rebound. It's ripped away from her. Great job from Versey, able to get the steal that time.
The Blue team so far, they've really come to compete.
What? Another turnover here. They got it back here. Burks will take it. Spin move and transition will miss. Able to get the offensive rebound as Butler will kick it right back out for a left wing three. Everington with another three-point shot. Make it 33-20 here.
Their dynamic is just unbelievable. We've seen it all season. You know, able to get it to Butler in the paint and Edrington on the perimeter.
I mean, that's why they went to the state championship this year. We have reached the 5-minute mark, so we're going to have another substitution here. I think Coach Weber's coaching his players, and he's the in-house announcer. White All-Stars will have it here. Nice screen top of the key. Great ball movement here. Compton will have it here on the right wing. Long pass over to Montgomery. Montgomery almost lost it. She still got it. 10 to shoot on the shot clock here. And that one's ripped away from Burnside. Burnside will get it up court for Daniels. Daniels, crossover, will pull up from the mid-range. And Compton with the defensive rebound that time. Montgomery will have it. We'll swing it over to Green of Harrisburg. Green will spin, try to create room. Can she get it? And she will, off her left hand that time.
A nice job from Green to drive inside. You know, they were sort of passing it around, trying to find a shot, and she was just, okay, I'm going to take it. I'm going to run down the lane and get it.
It was a great choice from Green to take it. Able to get the bucket, but another three-point shot from Burnside.
She's going to have 8 points so far, Burnside.
Montgomery will swing it over her West Side teammate. That will end up going out of bounds on Izzy Wolf. The Blue All-Stars will have it back here. It's been a very rainy day here in Brooklyn, Ethan.
Been a very sad day weather-wise, but this game.
Yeah, great day for basketball, though, man. Anytime you come out to Bearcat Arena, always have some great basketball here.
First second, teams first. At line shooting 2.
Daniels will be shooting 2 here for the Blue All-Stars.
Compton getting that foul.
Montgomery. We'll have it for the White All-Stars here. White All-Stars need a big bucket. Berkeley Brewer back over to Montgomery. Montgomery way downtown. Long-range three-point shot is off. Compton will not get the offensive rebound. And it's going to be Daniels that will end up coming up with it. Corner 3 coming up. Shot is off.
Out of bounds off the blue team's hands.
That's a good shot attempt from Anderson. Montgomery will spin. Great handles. Long pass as over to Green. Compton right wing for the White All-Stars. That shot is off. Daniels will come up with it. She will look to drive. Taking the layup is no good.
Even though she didn't get the finish there, able to drive past 4 defenders.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Anderson's got a hold on it now. She'll take it herself. Right hand finesse misses. Picked it back up from Daniels, though. Daniels now will swing it over to Burnside. Burnside not able to connect on the tray ball. Izzy Wolf will come up with it from West Side. Wolf trying to feed it inside to Compton. Compton trying to bully her way, and one count it.
3-point basket, Olivia Compton. Foul charge for blue team's number 11, Ryan Davis. Her first. Shooting at 1, Olivia Compton.
Great job from Compton, able to finish there. Not able to convert on the end one. They come up with a rebound, though. Green does. Wolf will have it. Back to Compton. have a chance to get more points here. Compton trying to use her strength to get inside, not able to get that one to go. And she'll foul that time.
Got a little bit too aggressive there, trying to match the blue team's defense, but
it's going to be Davis of Newport that picks up that foul for the Blue All-Stars. Ooh, nice behind the back, tipped from Wolf that time. Burnside will pick it back up. Blue All-Stars still with it here. Burnside look to drive, and that one's stolen from Berkeley Brewer.
Nice read that time.
Brewer will come up with the steal. We'll send it over to Montgomery. Montgomery from the right wing will miss, and Berkeley Brewer comes up with an offensive board. Compton now from the free throw line will miss. Wolf now with an offensive rebound. She'll come up with it and straw contact as she'll go to the line.
Nice drive there, able to draw the foul. Have 3 defenders on her, still tries to go up for the contested shot.
You know, and for how different, you know, defensively this has been, you know, during this game, the fact that Blue was able to let White come up with multiple offensive rebounds like that, something we haven't seen the majority of this game. As we almost enter halftime, it's still anyone's game here, Ethan.
Brewer, Montgomery, and Wolf all very used to this floor in the same conference, the 4A3 conference.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell they're just very used to each other's playing styles, even having not been on the same team.
That's for sure. You know, but some of these girls, they've never played in Bearcat Arena. It's a whole other environment here in Brooklyn High School. Nice dump off that time, trying to get it fit. Daniels try to finish there.
She's going to let it roll off the hands of Brewer. Reposition, look for a better shot.
Trying to get that one over Compton. Compton will end up coming up with a block, and she's fighting for it.
It's going to be a jump ball in favor of the White All-Stars.
Look at Compton, though, man. I mean, she's brought a different defensive presence that this White All-Star team has desperately needed all game. Just being the aggressor out there. Montgomery will kick out to Berkeley Brewer. Brewer now back to Montgomery. Trying to find a great shot here. About a second difference on the shot clock and game clock. Compton will come up with the rebound and will draw the foul.
Compton has had a strong offensive effort in the paint. Still trying to get a shot up, even when defenders are all around her.
I love Compton's. I love the defensive effort she's brought to this game so far. I mean, she's definitely been a difference maker for this White All-Star team.
Definitely shows confidence down low, making sure they know she's there.
She's not afraid to get her hands dirty. You know, in the paint, will fight for the rebound, will fight for the bucket. Daniels will have it across court. Swing it over her teammate Anderson with 10 seconds to shoot here. Anderson might take the last shot. If I was her, I would.
There's no point in not.
We'll kick it out to Burnside, though. Burnside will have enough room, can get it, but will not get it in time before the buzzer sounds. So we're going to take another small break here as we reach into the second half of action of the 18th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic. It is the Blue All-Stars that lead the White All-Stars 38-26 here on Suncom Media.
Thank you to our Glensane family. Thank you for letting us into your home and be a part of your home. Thank you for always taking us on those Sunday drives. Thank you for taking us along for practice and for letting us learn from the best. Thank you for the countless stories we made together. Thank you for trusting Glensane for 70 years.
At Gateway Tire, we go the distance.
Think you have a brake problem? Do you hear a grinding or squeaking noise? Or does your steering wheel shake and shimmy when you apply the brakes? Worse, your vehicle doesn't stop when you need it to? If so, Gateway Tire will do a complete brake inspection at no charge, as in free. And if you do need brake service, you'll get $20 off per axle.
At Gateway Tire, we go the distance for you.
Hackmail Supercenter is your Yes We Do That store. Hackmail Tip, what's that all about?
That's right, Trey. Hackmail can scan that, copy that, shred that, return that, design that, cut that, print that, pack that, ship that, crate that, freight that, notarize that. Trey, at Hackmail, we can do all that and more.
Hackmail Supercenter, the Yes We Do That store. 361 Southwest Drive at Jonesboro. Don't trust just anybody to do all that. Trust Hackmail.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare, solutions for your home healthcare needs.
High school hoops in Arkansas has a long list of legends that everyone knows. Names like Sidney Moncrief, Corliss Williamson, and Joe Johnson. What if I told you there were high school legends that have been forgotten? Legacies erased from history when their schools were lost to consolidation. Names like Ricky Norton, Scotty Pierce, the Morrow Brothers, and countless others. For years, I've tried to figure out a way to keep these legends in their schools from fading away and becoming nothing more than just a name in a historical book. I wanted the younger generations to hear about the untold stories and forgotten accomplishments from these legends of the small schools around the state of Arkansas. Schools that barely got their scores in the newspaper and only got mentioned on local sportscasts if they happened to win a state championship. Schools like Biggers Reno, Oil Trough, and Parkdale. Cam Productions presents the Final Jump Shot podcast, available now on your favorite podcast provider.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
Thank you to our Glensane family. Thank you for letting us into your home and be a part of your home. Thank you for always taking us on those Sunday drives. Thank you for taking us along for practice and for letting us learn from the best. Thank you for the countless stories we made together. Thank you for trusting Glensane for 70 years.
At Gateway Tire, we go the distance.
Think you have a brake problem? Do you hear a grinding or squeaking noise? Or does your steering wheel shake and shimmy when you apply the brakes? Worse, your vehicle doesn't stop when you need it to? If so, Gateway Tire will do a complete brake inspection at no charge, as in free. And if you do need brake service, you'll get $20 off per axle.
At Gateway Tire, we go the distance for you.
Hackmail Supercenter is your Yes We Do That store. Hackmail Tip, what's that all about?
That's right, Trey. Hackmail can scan that, copy that, shred that, return that, design that, cut that, print that, pack that, ship that, crate that, freight that, notarize that. Trey, at Pac Mill, we can do all that and more.
Pac Mail Super Center, the Yes We Do That store. 361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Don't trust just anybody to do all that. Trust Pac Mail.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare. Solutions for your home healthcare needs.
We welcome you back to Bearcat Arena on the campus of Brooklyn High School to start out the second half of the 18th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic Girls All-Star Game here. Alex Gallion joined alongside me, of course, is Ethan Murphy. Ethan, that was a fun first half. It's the Blue All-Stars that hold the White All-Stars right now, 38-26. Kind of just overall thoughts on that first half.
It's been all blue so far. They've had a lockdown defense, and their shooting ability has been on full display. Some players that have personally impressed me: Chelsea Jones of Truman, Wesleyan Burnside of GCT with 9. Chelsea Jones currently has the most on the floor with 11. And Ziona Anderson, she, even though only has 5 points so far, her ball handling ability, her ability to get looks, her court vision, everything. Also Daniels, her and Daniels have had an incredible dynamic so far. You know, sometimes when you see players just playing together like that haven't been together the entire regular season, it makes you think, like, what if they were together the entire regular season, you know, to see what they could do in actual conference and state play.
I mean, it'd be some pure domination if some of these players ended up playing together for a regular season basketball game. But talk a little bit more about this blue team. It kind of feels like defensively they've just been superior when it comes to the white team. Now, in that late second quarter, though, the white team started to pick it up. And something I've noticed, number 44 of Manor, Olivia Compton, she's really been a huge had a huge defensive presence for the White All-Stars so far. She's kind of keeping them on a roll so far when it comes defensively, but scoring-wise, they got to pick it up just a little bit.
There's definitely some competition brewing under the surface. I think we're going to see the white team really pick it up. J.C. Edrington has 7 points and the highest points for the white team so far. We've seen that dynamic with Wolf, Montgomery, and Brewer. They're obviously pretty used to each other on and off the court. They've been in the same conference for years together now. They're used to each other's playing styles. I think, you know, it's just been really interesting to see how different players clash, and especially this one to me, because there's a lot of mixing of 4A, 5A, with 1 and 2A, with 3A. You know, no division has been left out, and it's just really interesting to see how they all compete together, having not even, you know, most of them not having played a single game against each other the entire year. Something I'd also like to know is that across both teams, most of these players were in the NEA tournament at First National Bank Arena earlier this season, either playing against each other or just, you know, competing in that tournament, whether it was in Division I or II. And we saw a lot of these guys, you know, very, very competitive that tournament. I think you can see the competitiveness starting, you know, to ramp up a little bit. You can see they're starting to get ready to really bring it home in the second half.
I want to talk about some other players as well. You know, I talked about the blue team's defense and how more superior it has been compared to the White All-Stars. The White All-Stars, they picked it up there in the second quarter. It wasn't just Olivia Compton. It was also Izzy Wolf. Wolf, who was a key reason for multiple offensive rebounds that they needed in those tight situations under the basket like that. So she's also been someone that's done a solid job for Coach Kevin Frisbee. And the White All-Stars, though, they're still down, though, going into this third quarter, 38-26. So going to be very interested to see on how this White All-Stars team and really how Coach Frisbee gathers this team to try to pull out a win in the second half.
If I'm Coach Frisbee right now, I'm in that huddle, you know, saying, you know, in the first half we were playing more for fun. Now let's play to win.
100%. All right, I'm sure you got Macy Slater as well. She's got to call at least one player or two.
Yeah. And I think that's a very special thing they've done for her. You know, it's definitely difficult your senior season going out on an injury. But
things could have ended up different for Brooklyn when it came to playoff-wise and the game against Nashville at State in Magnolia this year. Things could have been different if Macy was there, but, you know, that's just what happens in the game of basketball.
But if you're going to go out with an injury, First National Bank is the floor to do it on.
I guess that is true, yeah. That's when she'd end up getting injured, sadly. Tough drive that time. I think Jones was expecting a foul call. The White All-Stars will have it. Ended up court, intended for Burks, will go out of bounds.
Just not able to get her hand on it, you know, a little bit too far outside of her reach.
So Brooklyn's Evan Posgrove will take the ball down. Burks almost got a hand on it. Tough shot from Jones once again, and Maya Butler will come up with the board there. Collins, Euro step in transition, will miss, and will come up with a rebound that time as Hartson. Evan out to Jones. Jones, nice drive. Will draw contact at least.
That foul is going to go against Alana Orsby of Valley View. And, you know, we're seeing the white team really ramp it up. I've seen Destiny Burks a few times so far try to, you know, swipe the ball away. And I think we're going to see them really pick it up soon.
Good on the first free throw there. No good on the second. White All-Stars will come up with the rebound. Get it up court. Burks. Her shot is no good that time. Get the ball up to Jones. Jones trying to get over Butler. Almost getting that layup to go over Butler. Butler will come up with the rebound that time. Left wing threes off that time, Ethan.
Edrington, usually a player known for her three-point shooting, hasn't been as on tonight as we've maybe seen her in the past.
Jones will end up drawing contact as well.
It's going to be another for Burks, her third so far.
They'll get it into Evan Posgrove. Posgrove has to put up an awkward shot. Burks will get it up court.
Posgrove hoping for contact that time and a foul call.
Get the double screen. Kick out to Maya Butler. The Harding University commit will miss that shot. Evan will look to take it herself. Tough shot. That one no good either. Burks will have it. Will bounce pass. Ellerton. Three is good. Once again, she'll hit it again. Everington once again good from beyond the arc there, Ethan.
Going to break the double-digit seal for her points so far tonight. You know, Blue has been on a few possessions where they haven't gotten points up. This is where, as the White All-Stars, you overtake them.
Look to drive, strong finish. Can't get that one to fall over Butler that time. Get it inside to Maya Butler. Butler will barely miss.
The idea was there. The execution just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, unfortunate that time. Jones from Truman will miss on the right wing. And Burks will come up with the rebound. Burks will look to take it. Spin move and transition will miss. Beautiful play. Not able to execute it. Jones now lost control of it as she went to drive.
No foul call, but it will go out of bounds off of Orsby.
Yeah. Get it into Jones. Jones corner three coming up is off. Able to get an offensive rebound, though, and foul will be called on Butler. So Hartson of East Poinsett County be shooting free throw shots.
A 10-point lead for the Blue All-Stars right now. White team, they're going to have to cut down that deficit.
Jones with an awesome rebound that time. They're going to have another chance. Hartson trying to get inside. She draws another foul. That time it's an and one.
That one going to go against Cullens.
Job to convert at the line there. Makes it 42-29 here. The Blue All-Stars really starting to pick it up here in this third quarter. Davis able to get that pass to go out. Davis will have it back here. She'll take the mid-range jumper. That shot was blocked, I believe, by Butler. Butler ended up coming up with a hand on it. Some room to finish, and what a finish that time, Ethan.
This is exactly what the White All-Stars need right now.
Wow, what a finish. Oh, Jones, so close. That would have been a beautiful Euro step that time. I mean, what a perfect stride from Jones.
Etherington going to lose her handle on it that time. It's going to be another turnover. You can tell, especially Etherington, you know, she's starting to get more comfortable shooting more shots at the three-point line. I think we're going to start seeing her go on a spree here in a second.
Cosgrove will have it for the Blue All-Stars. She lost control of it. Stolen once again. Burks ended up coming up with it. And Jones lost it. Back for Evan now. Evan lost control. And they're going to keep the ball. It will go to the White All-Stars. We're going to have substitutions come up.
What a sequence we saw there.
Yeah.
Both teams, you can tell, really wanting this now. I think the fun has kind of, you know, dissipated as this game has gone on, and now it's more about the competition part for these players.
Well, and that was great defense, too, from the White All-Stars just in. Maybe that's the momentum that they need. They're only down here 42-31. But still plenty of basketball left to go here inside Bearcat Arena. Tough drive. Try to get that one over Womack. And Wolf will get it back. Wolf to Montgomery. Montgomery will try to drive. That one's off, and Womack came up with the board and ended up going out of bounds on her.
Montgomery threw it with a little bit too much force on that shot attempt, but, you know, going to be rewarded anyway. Going to get a turnover against the Blue All-Stars.
Izzy Wolf passing in here. Get it inside. Compton will lose it. They're fighting for it, though.
No foul call.
Burnside will come up with it. She will kick out. Nice crossover. Tough shot over multiple defenders, and what a finish from Anderson and Mark Tree.
Anderson, one of the shortest players on both teams.
But, man, she seems to be the quickest as well. The way she's able to transition.
And she's still not afraid.
No, absolutely
she'll shoot whatever shot.
Montgomery will have it. Top of the key. That went a little bit too far to the left that time. Daniels comes up with the rebound. Anderson will have it behind the back, and what a block from Montgomery. Montgomery will come up with it, but she'll end up getting a rebound and will finish that time from Anderson.
She's also had a good energy. Every time I see Anderson pass us by, she's always got a smile on her face, regardless of what play just happened.
Berkeley Brewer misses, and Wolf almost come up with the rebound, but it's Burnside. Daniels will have it of Jonesboro. Nice and tough finish at the rim. Daniels has done so well so far today. Montgomery will look to drive. Using the right hand, we'll get that one to go.
We're starting to see both teams really pick things up.
Daniels, right wing, will miss that shot. Izzy Wolf will come up with the rebound from West Side. Brewer inside to Compton. Compton. Oh, and it's a fight. Great hustle play from both of them that time. That was Compton and Versie of Mark Tree.
Those two,
Yeah, they've been battling all night or all day in the post.
There we see it again.
Love to see the effort. Burnside will get it across court. Burnside baseline drive, and Compton got a hand on it, but Burnside will end up drawing a foul.
Foul's going to go against Compton that time and send Burnside to the line to shoot two.
Burnside good on her first free throw.
A lot of GCT fans in the crowd today.
Oh, yeah.
Coming to support their 3 players on the floor right now. The most players for one team.
Burnside, and also an all-state, all-conference player from Greene County Tech. Ended up being a state runner-up this year in the 5A. Compton from way downtown. We'll miss that one. We'll get our own rebound offensively. We'll look to back down, and Jersey not letting anything happen, though.
Compton and Versie, they have been, at least in this half, they have been going head-to-head in the paint. They've been fighting for the ball, trying to get it.
Love both of their efforts so far. And Versie for 3 in the corner will miss. And we'll come up with the rebound. Montgomery now will have it. She'll take it across court. We'll look to drive, trying to spin. Over to Compton. Berkeley Brewer now top of the key. Will miss that 3.
She's wide open that time, but it's going to just come short.
Now,
another player always laughing regardless of what has happened.
Berkeley Brewer's always had great attitude. Inside, another drive to the rim will draw another foul here, so 2 free throws coming up for her.
Burnside, one of the best guards in this region of the state, hands down.
Very underrated player. She definitely got a lot more eyes on her from the state, her and her team's playoff run this year.
Even though they didn't win, that was such a good run for them the entire year. I believe they had less than 3 losses, and head coach Jason Smith did a great job with them.
Yeah, Coach Smith, a legendary coach for GCT. Montgomery draws contact with that.
I believe only his 2nd or 3rd year with the program.
Montgomery will hit the second free throw. Make it 51 for the blue team, 35 for the white team here. Versie. We're going to say a foul called on Compton.
Another possession where we see Versie and Compton going head-to-head. They have had unbelievable chemistry so far.
Most of them not giving up on the play.
You got to respect it.
Versie no good with the first free throw. Versie able to hit the second free throw. Montgomery will take it down cross court. Guarded by Anderson. Nice screen. And a nice finish at the rim there off the crossover.
Goes past 3 blue all-star defenders.
Anderson will have it now. 1:15 to go here in this third. Swing over to Womack. Womack out to Burnside, top of the key. It's over to Daniels. Daniels will have to go baseline with it, trying to finesse her way towards the paint. Will miss that one.
The duo that is Wolf and Compton in the paint, they've been able to swat the ball away.
They've definitely been the defensive. They've been there defensively for their team. Nice jump shot. That one's good. Green from Harrisburg will hit the jump shot. Anderson, ooh. Can she hit her? And Berkeley Brewer able to come up with a rebound that time.
Even though she wasn't able to finish up with the bucket, Anderson she's got handles.
Yeah, great moves that time. Compton will miss off the front iron. Anderson will come up with the board. How will she try to finish over Compton? Tough shot. That one barely missing. Mercy getting the rebound. She'll go up for it and finish it before the buzzer sounds. So we will head into the fourth and final quarter of your Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic Girls All-Star game. It is the Blue All-Stars 54 to the White Teams 39 here on Suncom Media.
High school hoops in Arkansas has a long list of legends that everyone knows. Names like Sidney Moncrief, Corliss Williamson, and Joe Johnson. What if I told you there were high school legends that have been forgotten? Legacies erased from history when their schools were lost to consolidation. Names like Ricky Norton, Scotty Pierce, the Morrow Brothers, and countless others. For years, I've tried to figure out a way to keep these legends in their schools from fading away and becoming nothing more than just a name in a historical book. I wanted the younger generations to hear about the untold stories and forgotten accomplishments from these legends of the small schools around the state of Arkansas. Schools that barely got their scores in the newspaper and only got mentioned on local sportscasts if they happened to win a state championship. Schools like Biggers Reno, Oil Trough, and Parkdale. Cam Productions presents the Final Jump Shot podcast, available now on your favorite podcast provider.
And we welcome you back to Bearcat Arena for the fourth and final quarter, the final 10 minutes of the Girls All-Star Game, the 18th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic. Ethan, it's been a great game so far for the girls' side. We're going to have an awesome boys All-Star Game as well. I expect to see a lot of highlights from that game.
It's going to be one to watch for sure. You've just got some of the best athletes in the state under one roof today, and it's been exciting to watch so far. The dynamics that we've seen during this girls' game, the White All-Stars currently down by 15, but we could see them bring it back.
It's still anyone's game. We've still got 10 minutes left to play here.
10 minutes is a lot of time to make anything happen.
And a possible overtime if necessary. Rip ball that time from Jones. Jones will look to finish. She does.
Nice read from her to stop, let Collins run past her and get the easy layup.
Tough jumper will miss that time. Jones will come up with a rebound. She's had a really, really impressive all-star game today. Jones trying to finish. Major contact. A lot of white jerseys. Butler falls hard. Able to save it, but we'll go right back to a white all-star. Hustle play. Both teams there.
Collins jumped over the bench that time. You got to respect plays like that.
But she might have hit her knee, too, a little bit.
You got to respect it. Even though this is a game more for fun than it is competition,
You can see the competition. And look at Colin. With the steal, will get the finesse layup.
Playing it just like it's a state playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, love the energy that both teams have brought here. Jones will look to drive. That hits off the side of the backboard. She gets her own rebound, though. Over Butler, though. That's a tough finish. If she can get it, she can. What a finish to get over on Butler that time, the Harding University commit.
Jones with 16 points. the most on the floor.
She's had an awesome, and I mean awesome, all-star game today. Burks almost hitting that one. Will come up with a rebound that time. Big three this time. She cannot hit it. Come up with an offensive rebound. Davis lost control, and Butler's going to come up with it.
What a hustle play from Burks. Able to fight for the ball.
They're going to call a foul that time. Will go on Brooklyn Berry.
The dynamic of this white all-star team as a group, they've just been, they've been on fire this fourth quarter so far together.
Been a great handoff intended for Butler.
I don't think Butler was expecting that one.
Yeah. Burks from Rivercrest will pass in here. Burks will find Cullen. Ooh, nice handle. She'll pull up from the mid-range. Butler almost coming up with a rebound that time. Will be Blue All-Stars ball here.
Collins almost faked her out of that one. Just wasn't able to finish it.
Cosgrove quickly going to bring it down the court. Ooh, crosses over to the right. Will draw a foul.
Foul will be charged to Collins, but she's shown a lot of effort, from sacrificing herself for the ball and just having a lot of, scrappy plays.
I feel like all the players from both teams have really gave a great effort. Cosgrove from three. Can she finally hit it as she does? Evan Cosgrove hits a three-point shot inside Bearcat Arena.
Something she's used to on this floor.
That might have been the last time ever. Nice finish from Collins at the rim there with the right hand. Oh, Burks steals it from Evan. Burks will finish with her right hand.
Burks and Collins, they've really shown up.
We're going to have a substitution. Berkeley Brewer's going to come into the game.
Brewer and Paulsgrove on the floor against each other.
Yeah. Berry gets it up court. She'll swing it over to her teammate. Corner three coming up. That shot is off, and Berry almost came up with the rebound. Cullen will have it. She'll look to drive. Can she finish? Cannot. And Burks will come up with the rebound. Tough finish. Butler now. She can't get it either. Blue All-Star is able to get the ball back here. Berry gets it up court. That one stolen. Burks will take it. All the room in the world will get it to go.
Collins and Burks, they have been on in this fourth.
This fourth quarter has been a lot of defense. Very defense-heavy game.
They're trying to break that lead down.
Jones tries to drive and will draw contact, so I have two free throw shots. Yeah, we talked about Jones a lot from the Blue All-Stars. She's had an awesome game today.
At the line shooting two, Chelsea Jones.
Not a player that I think a lot of people, I think she's very, underappreciated on a team that, maybe didn't have the playoff run that they wanted.
Yeah.
Weren't able to make it to regionals. But, that doesn't mean you can't have a great athlete on the floor.
And that athlete is definitely Jones.
Jones is
unfortunate she's a senior. It would have been nice to see her for another year or two. Three-point shot is off, and Jones will come up with the rebound once again. She's got some room to drive, trying to get it over Butler. Tough finish at the rim, can't get it. Burks with the crossover, keeping her dribble. Mid-range pull-up will miss. Jones keeping the dribble alive over multiple defenders. Tough finish, can't get it over Butler, though.
Butler has such a big height advantage.
Berkeley Brewer, corner three now, will miss. Maya Butler, part of the cleanup crew here in this fourth quarter.
breaking down that lead to only 14.
Evan will drive with her right hand. Will not get that one to go there. Would have cleaned it up, though, under the basket, so we'll have a substitution.
Got some vocal fans in the crowd rooting for their all-star. Not only do you get to see the players collide, but you also get to see communities collide, how they root for their teams in comparison to each other in the stands. The energy that they all bring.
Less than 5 to go here in the girls' all-star game. We'll get the screen from Butler. Or now it's over to Montgomery. Montgomery over to Butler. Butler on the right wing here. Colin top of the key. 3-point shot is good.
Cullen's definitely feeling very comfortable having her coach with her to get her through this all-star game.
Anderson with a floater on the right hand. No good. Collins will have it. Right wing. She hit it this time. That one's off.
$13 points separate the score.
Daniels will have it. Hop step. Gets the finish once again. How many points does Daniels have? I think around almost 15 at this point. That shot is off. Blue All-Stars will have it back here. Look at the height difference in Butler and Anderson. Big 3-point shot for Versi. That went off.
Even with that height difference, the skill level, they're matched. Everyone on this floor, really. This whole region has a lot of great athletic programs, especially for girls basketball.
Collins is good from way downtown and hits another 3-point shot. Just shows just how good the athletes are here in Northeast Arkansas.
We saw that across most divisions. You know, a lot of the Final Four came from the Northeast.
Yes. A lot of Northeast Arkansas teams to reach their respected state championships in their classifications. Burnside, she thought about popping it. You know, she wanted to. We'll kick it out. That's over to Anderson. Burnside will have it back over to Anderson. Burnside to Anderson on the top of the key. Anderson, nice crossovers, kicks out to Womack right wing. Womack sinks it, buries it. She's got some room under the basket. Can she finish? And she will. Great job from Green.
Able to take the contested shot, find an opening, and sink it.
Yeah, awesome finish for Green that time. Nice spin move, kick out, Burnside, corner. Shot is no good. Butler almost came up with the rebound that time.
You can tell she thought she had it, didn't realize she stepped out.
She almost had it. Maya Butler will come out of the game, and I'm not sure if she'll come back in, but, man, the career Maya Butler's had here in Northeast Arkansas and for the GCT Lady Golden Eagles. Will play for Hardin University next season. She's going to do wonders for that program. Trying to drive, no good. Compton will come up with the board. Berkeley Brewer now. Montgomery way downtown. Will make that one.
You know, when talking to coaches from other regions, most of the time, you know what they say about the Northeast is that they have some of the best shooters in the state, their shooting ability, and I think you've been able to see that all night. I mean, from way beyond the arc, from inside, you know, the Northeast is known for their shooting.
Yes, very shooting-heavy conference and just an area in the state of Arkansas. Green makes her jump. Got a second chance to finish it. We'll get that one to Izzy Wolf, and Wolf will get the bucket. Daniels will take it down, get across half court. Daniels guarded by Brewer. Vertsy, top of the key. Shot is good.
It is just back to back to back here in the fourth.
As White started to bring it back here, that might have been the final decider. Berkeley Brewer, can she hit a three? No good.
I thought that one was going to go too. But just rolls off.
Her inside. Great job to find her way inside the paint to get the bucket. Izzy Wolf for three. Izzy Wolf will hit that big three-point shot.
She shows she's not only able to fight in the paint, but also knock it down from the three as well.
Three-point shot is off. With 2 seconds left to go, we will have award presentations after this game. Montgomery with the last shot, got it off in time, will hit the rim, and Ethan, a great all-star game, a great way and a great win for the Blue All-Stars. They'll end up winning by 10 there. It was a really, really close game though there, Ethan.
It was a fun one for sure, seeing all of these players and their different dynamics, you know, across all different divisions. You know, it's a sad day for some of these players. You know, some of these seniors won't be returning for college basketball, but for the ones that are, I'm excited to see them play and continue their basketball careers and see them soar in a college setting.
Oh, we're gonna have our in-house trophy presentations coming up right now. I could not think of anyone better than number 30 Chelsea Jones of the Truman Lady Wildcats to get the MVP in that one. She deserved that one. Absolute awesome performance tonight from her, Ethan.
You know, had the most points on the floor, and she just really, really showed up. You know, I think, as we said, you know, the first half, you know, you could tell that all the players were, you know, here to have fun. I think in the second you could really see the amount of competition and drive that these athletes have in order to perform. It was such a fun game to watch.
Nia Davis of Newport getting the Jonesboro Sun scholarship.
And from the Lions, Green County Tech's Maya Butler.
Maya Butler giving out very much deserved scholarship for her. Very, very interested to see on how we're going to see Maya Butler in her next coming years as she becomes a Division I athlete or a Division III athlete for Harding University. So I'm excited to see on how Butler's career continues here in the state of Arkansas.
That team is going to be one to watch for sure. The Bisons, they've signed a lot of great athletic talent from Arkansas.
Well, Ethan, I thank you so much for joining me here. Don't go anywhere, though. We're going to cut feeds here and get a new broadcast started for the boys' side of the 18th Annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic here on Suncom Media.